Thank you, Wendy. Can we get another round of applause to Tabo? I mean, I have to try and take that and do it more and then pass it on to Alicia, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm Marco Calichia. I am the former community manager at SiteGround, which has not stopped me to contribute back into this community. And it's thanks to people like Tabo, thanks to all of you guys who keep this community going, keep it strong, keep contributing back into it, volunteering, doing the most that you can to make it the community it is. I mean, I've I've come from a corporate background. I joined the WordPress community in October last year, and I was thrown into the WordCamp Milano 1 week after joining SiteGround. So you could just imagine being thrown into the deep end of the pool and be like, here's WordCamp. And I was like, okay, so where do I start? How do I get to know people? I am a sponsor of a hosting company, but who do I meet? What do I talk about? Do I sell? Because I was the community manager / enterprise. So what do I do? Can I just ask you guys, how many of you, this is the first WordCamp? Second WordCamp? Third? Fifth? 10th? More than 10? Jesus. So I'm like a newbie. I went to WordCamp Milano, London, I spoke at London, WordCamp US, WordCamp Athens, which is awesome. I recommend everyone to go to WordCamp Athens. Biased, I grew up in Athens, although I'm Italian, but it was really cool. And then I went to a few other WordPress-related events, LoopCon Pressnomics, and now I'm here in front of you, standing in front of you. So I've been to maybe 6 or 7. So what I'm going to do today is I want to share some of my knowledge that I've gained through people that I've met of how to make the most out of WordCamp. So what do I mean by how to make the most? So how to engage in WordCamp. So how to start and where to go during the WordCamp and what to do after the WordCamps. So the best practice, or what I've learned, is to research well online. So you have the schedule, which is always posted a few weeks before the event, sometimes a few days, depends of the contributors, the organizing team, how much time they have into creating the whole website. And then there's also other channels that I will go into later. But the best thing to do is to start looking at the schedule. I know that here they have a booklet, and they've also introduced something called the Tribe Meetup, which is super awesome. So you have a quick meetup with a round table with people to talk to about things that you're really interested in. So this is a good way to create a list of things that you want to see. So let's say right now you want to be at an inspiring talk, but there's also other tracks going on. So you want to try and find out what fits best your schedule or your interest and the people that you want to meet. The second thing is the attendees. So who are the people that you want to meet? In this case, obviously, you all want to meet me because I'm super cool. No, kidding. You all want to meet the people that are contributing, the organizers, the people that you want to get involved with. So let's say, for instance, I want to start contributing back to the Italian community. I'm already, meeting a lot with the guys who are doing the WordCamp Milano, the WordCamp Torino. We're going to try and do the WordCamp Rome in December. So these are the people that I want to try and meet up with because I want to contribute back into that community. The next thing that you want to do is look into the accommodation, location, and transport. So for instance, at WordCamp Europe, I did not have a place to stay until a week before I got here. And I did not even think of it, and it was actually Luca Fracassi, who's based here in Paris, and I was trying to find an accommodation. I was like, where should I go? And he's like, why don't you just go into the Slack channel and put WordCamp Europe and then try and ask the people there? And then Patricia was like, oh, Marco, we have a person who backed out, and we can fit you. So that's awesome because Patricia, she organizes the WordCamp Geneva, was part of the WordCamp Milano, and I'm actually staying with all the WordCamp Milano and Torino people. So obviously that worked really, really nice for me. Then the location. So the closest places you want to stay to all the WordCamps in case of transportation and how to get around. That's also super important. And then the transport. So you want to research of how to get around the places. Obviously, Paris is huge. Saint-Denis, we're all close by here, so you want to try and stay around here and find your way around from the parties, from the after parties, from the WP Engine party, the GoDaddy party, whichever other party that you want to do, or if you want to go on to your own parties, do that. during the WordCamp. So the next step is be active. I would say, don't stick to the people that you just want to meet. Try and talk to everyone. So everyone here is super cool. I've met Tabo today, the past few days, which is really awesome. We're talking the same track. I've met all the other people, Alice. I met Wendy before. So I've met a lot of people that, I was not imagining to meet. I wanted to try and stick more to the Italian community because I want to give back. But at the end of the day, you end up meeting people that you share so much interest with. Like for example, my interest now is traveling. I'm going off to Asia next week for 3 weeks, and I'm also a big investor in blockchain and cryptocurrency. So I had like a 2-hour chat with 4 people who are like doing all these interest talks about cryptocurrency. So you end up getting into like different talks with different people that you've never met. So be active. You get so much information just by talking to anyone. Don't be shy. Don't sit back. Don't close yourself. This is an open community. This is not a corporate event. Everyone is here to contribute back to this place. So just talk to people. Attend side events. The best thing you could do is go to all the parties that you can. There's so many going on, even today, the after party. Don't miss it out. Don't think it's like, oh, I'm tired after all day today. I'm tired too, but it's good. We all have to go to party and meet people. Not for the drinking, for the talking, obviously, but you want to make sure that you try and attend all the events and try and see what people are interested in doing, and try and get together and try and do a meetup like Tabo said, or organize your next events. The next thing you want to do is connect. The best way to connect, and I never used to use this, is Twitter and Slack. So the WordPress community is really huge on Slack. I think Slack's biggest channel is WordPress. So there you can find everyone. I mean, even when I was trying to connect with people that I use usually LinkedIn or emails, I just go on Slack, type their name, and they're there. So it's even a good way to just connect with people that you want to try and talk to about contributing or organizing your next event. You'll find them on Slack. Twitter, be super active on Twitter. So take pictures and post and share and ask. It's a really cool thing to do. And the other thing that you want to do is try and contribute back into the WordPress org. So I'm part of the Polyglots team, and this is where I get a lot of interesting ideas from the people. So like Laura Skako, she and as well as Betty Rakowska, she's a really good friend of mine. I actually live in Bulgaria, so it's good to be a part of a group that you want to contribute back into. So I think what is a key thing that we all should be doing is applying to be an organizer, a speaker, or a volunteer or contributor to an event. These events, they're expensive. They're giving us a lot of opportunities to do things for really cheap. I mean, it's 20 euros to be here to do something that no other event gives us. I mean, I've been to Salesforce, Samsung, Sony events, Eventbrite's events. I used to work in that space. And I never had the chance to be part of the organizer group, the media group, the volunteer group, the speaker group, that group, this group. It's just not possible. It's, you have to, there's different agencies, whereas here we are the agency. We are what makes WordPress. We are what makes these WordCamps happen. So give back, apply to be a volunteer, apply to be a speaker. I've been already accepted in London and Serbia, in Belgrade and here. So people are willing to have interesting people share knowledge and share everything. And obviously, in order to create your own WordCamp, they would like you to have pre-volunteered or pre-organized another WordCamp. So make sure if you're wanting to do, like Tabo said, you want to do a meetup or you want to organize your own WordCamp in your city, be it, I don't know, Lecce in Italy next, just come to this event. I mean, it's very easy to get here. Now with low-cost flights, we can travel anywhere. So, make sure that you come back. You apply for everything. And what is the next step? Plan your WordCamp. So like Tabo said, he's doing it in Harare. I'm going to try and do more in Italy. So I'm going to, Rome is the next one coming up. But yeah, I would say try and get together with your groups and create a WordCamp, because it's always good to share this knowledge of an open source community. It's minimal of how many there are in this world. And I think there needs to be more, because this is really an awesome event and an awesome community. That's pretty much it from my end. I mean, thank you for having me here. Thank you guys for accepting me to be a speaker once again. And I hope you guys are enjoying the event, and I'll see you all tonight.